Really hard, really hard. With everything you've got.
From the moment her first daughter was born, television presenter and mother of 3, Emma Willis, has been in awe of midwives.
Another deep breath in. You can.
You just kind of sit back and go, what incredible women, what an incredible job.
Push now, push, come on.
That was when my mission to deliver babies began.
Emma's been given a unique opportunity to find out just what it takes to work on the front line of a busy maternity unit.
If you're going to do something like this, you have to do it properly.
At a time when there is a national shortage of midwives, Emma will immerse herself on the ward for 10 weeks, supporting the team.
I just wanted to see if we could get some contractions going.
She will share the pressures,
For the emergency. Where is it?
the fears,
Your heart is going.
Yeah.
It's coming out, it's coming out.
and the joys
I've even been written up on the board.
You're a dad. It's a girl.
of delivering babies.
Well done, you.
Bit more, bit more, bit more.
I keep forgetting to breathe. I keep going.
There is so much hair. You are doing so well.
I mean, you're getting the same. I'm not joking. I can't do this ever again.
She passed out.
Yeah.
Really?
On poor
Yeah,
Sarah.
honest to God, on me.
Oh. You pass out lying down.
It's 7:30 in the morning,
Watch your legs.
and Emma is starting another 13-hour shift at the Princess Alexandra Hospital,
You know you didn't put the toast in.
Oh, what?
where she's been training to be a maternity care assistant for the past 4 weeks.
Yep. It is funny, isn't it? Because it just looks like you're on your phone.
Yeah, I know.
But you're not.
On the antenatal ward, Emma is part of the team being briefed on a patient who has been in and out of the hospital throughout Emma's time there.
So I2 is Michelle. She came in with a PV bleed initially. She's got a low-lying placenta. She's taking insulin and metformin. Bloods have been taken. She had some IV paracetamol overnight for pain, and her blood sugars this morning were 6.4. So she'll just need a review.
Michelle is 33 weeks pregnant and has been suffering with heavy bleeding for the past month of her pregnancy.
Why are you here again?
I came in Friday evening for another bleed. So I
must have just missed you then.
Yeah, you did. The last 24 hours have been okay. I wanted to go home yesterday, but they wouldn't let me.
So hopefully today.
Will be today. I'm determined. I don't want to be back here until I'm ready for the C-section.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we don't see you until at least next week.
Yeah.
Michelle's placenta is partially covering the opening to her womb, so she will be having a planned caesarean section. If she continues to have bleeds, doctors will need to deliver the baby prematurely.
This pregnancy's been hard going. Nothing like my first. It's the joys of having a placenta that's low lying. His heartbeat's been absolutely fine. Movement's been like no contractions. It's just the bleeding. I'm hoping to at least get to 37 weeks because it's only a month away from my due date.
In her role as maternity care assistant, Emma is being trained and tested in new skills by practice development midwife, Mandy.
Particularly if you make a mistake, and then you have to redo them.
And this morning, she's facing her biggest training challenge so far.
Come in. Welcome. Okay. Thanks. I never knew that part of an MCA's role was taking blood. I am looking forward to challenging myself. I just don't want to mess it up.
For her first attempt, Emma is practicing on a simulator, a skin-like surface that has veins and fake blood.
So you're going to need to palpate to see if you can find a vein.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Yep, that's one.
That's
Absolutely.
one.
Yep.
There's a very small one there.
Yep.
Is there?
There is a very small one there, you're right.
Clean the area in circular motions. I'm scared now.
Okay. Pull the guard back. That's it. Okay. There you go.
Look at that!
It's very satisfying when you
Oh
see
my
that
God,
blood
it's
go
so
in.
satisfying.
Okay, excellent.
Emma will do more practice on the simulator before testing her skills on a patient.
It's all good in theory, you know, oh, I want to take blood, I love blood, oh, get a needle out. But, you know, the reality is very different because I don't want to stab anyone.
I'm not doing more than half, by the way. This is your half.
Yeah, my half. I'll go half-half. I'll split it with you.
Lovely. And how many weeks are you?
In addition to assisting with births, Emma is also expected to assist with post-birth operations.
Great. Oh, don't forget my trolley.
At the end of her 17th shift as a maternity care assistant, Emma was in theatre with MCA Sarah, observing the repair of a post-birth vaginal tear.
A vaginal tear is where the skin is all come apart. So you see a lot of the tissue. Because the woman's legs are up in stirrups, you will see everything. It is not a nice thing to see.
Our cameras weren't allowed in theatre, but just 10 minutes in, Emma shocked everyone.
We get everything set up, and then once we got the legs up into stirrups, she saw the tear. She turned around and went, "I'm just going to compose myself," and she just went completely white. She just passed out, her eyes started rolling, and she just went on the floor. All I remember is me shouting her name.
After fainting, Emma was taken straight to a recovery room.
We got her onto a bed, and then the anaesthetist wanted everyone to just check her blood pressure, do an ECG, just make sure she was okay.
Whilst observing surgery on a vaginal tear, Emma has fainted and is awaiting the results of an electrocardiogram to check her heart.
I feel really sick.
Really? What a sick boy.
No, I don't think I will be sick, but you know when you just feel...
It's fine. It's happy with that, so it's fine.
Thanks.
It's good news. Emma's ECG results show that there's nothing seriously wrong.
Oh, sweetheart. You alright?
Yeah.
Sure.
She passed out.
Completely?
She foamed at the mouth.
Yeah.
Completely?
On poor
Yeah,
Sarah.
honest to God, on me. And do you know, in between theatre, 2 doors, there. She was on top of me, and I was like, I can't move. What am I going to do? So I just pushed the door a little tiny bit. I was like, can someone come in?
You know when you hear someone panic call your name? That's what I heard when
Emma,
I came round.
Emma!
Emma! I was like, ugh.
Emma's been sent home and is under strict doctor's orders to take things easy.
I feel really out of it and not quite right. And they have told me that I have to rest, so not to go in tomorrow, which also makes me feel a bit silly and like I can't hack it. Yeah, embarrassing I think is definitely It's definitely the word I would use.
It's been 2 days since Emma fainted, and she's still off work. This afternoon, she's arranged to meet up with her mum to talk about what happened.
My mum was an auxiliary nurse on labour ward for about 15, 20 years. My mum she's wonderful. She's just an all-round good egg. We call her King Cath because she bosses it in a good way. And she's bossy.
How are you feeling today, Anna?
Really stupid, and I was embarrassed, and I
Why
felt
was you
like
embarrassed?
because I kind of, you know, like when you
like
think
the wimpy kid.
I felt like the wimpy kid, yeah.
I've seen many people have to go to theatre, either fainted or feel faint. So there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Don't worry about it.
I know, but I do.
No, really, I'm not just saying it to make you feel better. It is it's pretty common. It's not an everyday occurrence, but it does happen. I've seen quite a few in my time.
The newbies.
They normally are the
newbies.
newbies, yeah.
All I've ever known of my mum and her working life was her working in hospitals. You know, it's been a massive part of my childhood and my life, really. I remember sometimes picking you up from work with Dad, and obviously my biggest memory is
that hat.
No, your smell.
Oh, you did, didn't
your
you?
Smell.
You used to say you smell like hospital.
I used to suck my thumb and I'd sniff her arm. That's what I would do when she came in from work. I'd just suck my thumb and grab her arm and just sniff it because I love the smell of it. And now when I walk into hospitals, I'm like, it smells like my mum. Isn't that weird? Normally people go, ooh, hospitals. I'm like, mum. Yeah, it's all your fault.
See, not everybody's put off by a hospital smell.
I don't know what it is. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Fancy liking that smell, but maybe that's why I always wanted to do it.
Thank you very much for lunch.
All right.
At the hospital, a new couple have arrived on the birthing unit.
Nice, long, deep breath. Well done.
Amy and husband Oliver are expecting their second child.
We'll just be nice and calm and relaxed. Nice, long, deep breath on that gas. Well done.
Amy's already 10 centimetres dilated, and midwife Cherelle is overseeing her water birth.
I've been present in about 5 pool births. The water provides an amount of buoyancy, so mums feel a little bit weightless.
Whilst Amy works hard to give birth, Oliver's going to be working at making amends.
So, do we know if we've got a little girl or boy on board this time? We don't. Oh, very exciting. So, are you going to tell us then, Oliver, or you're going to tell? Yeah. If you tell Amy, then.
Well, the last time you took so long, what happened?
You're like,
blanked out at the key moment.
And you're like, what is it?
The first pregnancy, I was kind of nominated with the responsibility of calling out the sex of the baby when it arrived. And I was so overwhelmed the first time that when I saw that the baby was a girl, I just completely froze up and nothing was coming out my mouth, and my wife actually had to jump in.
So this time we'll have a do-over. Yeah? Okay, we'll do a do-over. So I'll keep it and you can tell us what we've got.
Just 30 minutes after her arrival, Amy is ready to start pushing.
Second babies do come a lot quicker because your body has sort of gone through that motion before. You've got muscle memory, so they are a little bit more stretched to them.
Down a little bit more for me.
With the aid of a small birthing mirror, midwife Cherelle is checking for signs of the baby's head.
So the next one, I want you to do exactly what you're doing, okay?
Oh my God.
And push, because the baby's head is there. Push, push, push.
Oh!
Good. Bit more.
Yeah.
Long pushes into...
Really good.
So right into your bottom, that's it. Bit more. Amy, listen.
Yeah.
Don't scream. Just focus and push into your bottom. Keep your bottom under the water, but I want you to focus on that pushing it. It's gonna sting, okay? Because baby's head is right there. But I want you to try and just give little pushes for me. Little pushes. Try not to scream.
Just 38 minutes after the first push, and Amy's baby's head is born.
Turn around.
To your bottom.
Turn around. Hold on. That's it. Just hold on to that. It's all right. Oliver's got the gas. Let go. That's it. That's it. Big push down.
That's it.
Big push down.
Go on.
Push. Really hard, Amy.
Good.
Yes.
That's it.
Come on. Push.
Yes.
Push.
Good. Right, lift. Go down.
Okay.
Well down.
Baby.
Right.
Just 1 hour and 17 minutes after arriving at the hospital, Amy and Oliver's baby is born.
Congratulations. Oliver.
It's a little boy.
Congratulations. Well done.
The next day, Emma is back at work.
Morning. You feeling better? Yeah.
And is greeted by veteran maternity care assistant Val.
Oh, what was it? Like the shock of it, or...?
I think it brought back memories.
It might well have done. I know, like, this is the first time when you're...
Psychological trauma.
No, but it's true. You'll be all right.
Yeah. I think they're easing me back in gently on birthing.
What, going on there instead of labour ward?
Yeah. All right then. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
But before Emma can get started on her rounds, Alison Steele, the deputy head of midwifery,
How are you? You right? Yeah, all right. You recovered from the Essex?
has asked to see Emma.
Staff fainting at work doesn't happen frequently, but it certainly does happen. Sometimes it's because they're very tired or the heat's got to them. For some, if they've had children, it brings back memories, so they're having to deal with sort of flashbacks and things like that.
How am I going to get told off?
So, Emma, I do want to check in how you are, because there was a little episode the other day.
I feel good now, but now I'm more determined than ever to get back in there and feel at ease with it.
I mean, it's great because Michelle, who you've been following, is possibly going to theatre today.
Okay.
And I just wanted to make sure you felt you wanted to go back in there.
Yeah, definitely. Wonderful.
All right.
Thank
well, I'm
you.
glad you're all right, but don't hesitate to come and find me if you want to.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Word has also reached training and development midwife Mandy that Emma is back at work.
She's just come up to me and said, a new lady's come in, she needs bloods done, are you ready? And I literally want to vomit in the bucket.
Emma learned to take blood on artificial skin, But today, she'll be taking blood from a patient for the first time.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Emma. Are you okay if I take your blood sample?
Yes.
So I'm just going to look at your arms, make sure I can find somewhere to take your blood. May I? Mandy, I definitely don't think I can get anything.
No, I think it's going to be quite difficult
From-
to try to get one from
here.
What about looking anywhere else?
I mean, her hands look nice and juicy. Are you okay if I do it?
Yeah.
Great. Maybe just relax. I've suddenly gone really hot.
You'll be fine. Remember what we said?
Yeah.
In a 30-degree angle.
Like, there you go.
You hold, and then you go. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more.
Ready?
Yeah, I think you're probably there now. Okay. There's your bottle. I think you might have popped it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh no,
Just
I'm
straight.
so sorry, Charlotte. Don't let go.
Well, let's have a little look now, see if it's stopped bleeding.
Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself.
We're going to have a chat.
Just want to kick myself.
The minute you're given a human arm and a needle and you're asked to just stab it in a vein and get the blood out, it's absolutely terrifying. I mean, I panicked. I literally was shaking and I blew up her vein.
For the past 5 weeks, Michelle, who is only 35 weeks pregnant, has been bleeding from a low-lying placenta. It's a concern for both staff at the maternity unit and her husband, Mark. The risks for both Michelle and her 5-week premature baby's health are increasing daily. So today, doctors are going to perform an emergency caesarean section.
So we didn't quite make 36.
No, we didn't get there.
But it's better than 34.
Yeah.
And it all changed yesterday, so.
So what happened yesterday?
This was my 6th big bleed. So they've held on as long as they could.
Yeah.
And I think the risk of the placenta coming away is now too high. And if that happens, it's like...
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No, everyone's in danger, so...
If Michelle's placenta were to detach, it would deprive her baby of oxygen and vital nutrients.
It's the first time I've had a C-section. I have no idea what to expect.
You feel a bit of tugging.
Yeah.
But not like, you know, you can feel someone rummaging, but you can't feel any pain. Yeah, I've had 2, yeah.
So it's all right then. I mean, I'm terrified of it. Yeah. They can't have any one.
Oh, it's got time. Hello. I'm ready to take you to theatre.
Okay.
Right. I will see you in there.
See you in a bit. Popsy? Got you? We got you sorted?
Yeah, got everything.
You ready?
During Michelle's surgery, Emma's going to be running with MCA Zara in the same theatre that she fainted in.
Are you worried? No, I might get some more water though.
I love theatre, but it is a big responsibility.
I'm good at catching people.
I've not known any staff to faint at work. Quite a few newly qualifieds, they're a bit touch and go until they've been there a few times.
Zara and Emma will be assisting with counts, both of the surgical instruments, to ensure none are left inside the patient, and the timings of each significant surgical procedure.
As soon as she comes in, we'll put the time on the board. When Emily puts the catheter in, we'll put the time on. We are dependent on. We need to know that everything's stocked, everything's ready, everything's clean and good to go.
With Michelle all prepped, the anaesthetist first administers a spinal catheter to numb the pain of the operation.
Just relax. Throw up your shoulders, take a deep breath in, and then go up, let your shoulders go up properly. Right. Can you push it back into my thumb?
It's going to be a very graphic operation and may make uncomfortable viewing for Emma, especially after fainting in theatre 3 days ago.
Do you want this bit done?
No, that's
Sure?
enough. Yeah, I don't have to go full for me.
You're done.
Thank you.
The surgeons make an incision into Michelle's stomach so they can get the baby out.
Yeah. 11:18. I keep forgetting to breathe. I keep going. And that's the muscle right there, just torn open.
Just 5 minutes into the operation, and the surgeon delivers Michelle's baby. As he's 5 weeks premature, his lungs aren't fully developed.
No, is he all right?
A little bit of extra oxygen just to keep him going.
Michelle gets to see her baby briefly before he's taken to the hospital's neonatal intensive care unit to be closely monitored.
You're going to have to take it because he needs oxygen, okay?
Yeah.
But as soon as you're well enough, you can come and see him, okay?
With her baby boy in safe hands, it's now time to get Mum Michelle stitched back up.
Do you want me to cross them off?
It's down to Emma to do the final count.
Thumb and shoulder ramp, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lovely. Front holders. I've got 1, 2, 3 here.
4, 5, 6.
Lovely. Right, how do you feel about it all?
I'm so glad I came back in.
Good job.
Yay, it was a success. It was a success on many levels, actually. Baby is wonderful, and Michelle was absolutely fantastic. Everyone's very happy with how it went, and I didn't faint. Win, win, win.
Despite 5 weeks of heavy bleeds, baby Oliver has come into the world largely unscathed. Just 4 hours after her C-section, and Michelle is off to the intensive care unit to see her baby properly for the first time.
You're pretty good at this.
Huh?
I tired
You sound shocked.
I've crashed these so many times, not with women on them, don't worry.
It's because it's Michelle on here, I think.
Yeah, I know.
My second child was in intensive care straight from delivery for a few days. And so I've kind of been that mum who was quite overwhelmed and I suppose partly panicked because sometimes it can look worse than it is. And how are you feeling about seeing him?
I'm really excited. I really wanted to see him as soon as I've got out. Well, soon.
Yeah, I bet.
In just a short time, baby Oliver's breathing has improved. He no longer requires oxygen, and instead, tubes are helping with airflow to keep his lungs open between breaths.
Not bad for a premature baby, is it?
He's the same weight as my little one was, 6'4". Oh, bless him. Look at him holding your finger.
Is that what he's been doing? Yeah.
Oh, he's just clinging on like this. It's horrible when you see them with all this as well, isn't it?
I hate that he's got it all on, but at the end of the day, it's helping him get stronger.
Yeah.
If baby Oliver's condition continues to improve this fast, he will be out of the incubator tomorrow and out of intensive care in just a couple of days.
Well, I'm so pleased you're both okay.
Bea and Turk are having their second child.
Oh, God. Why have we done this again?
Baby.
They've been married for 6 years.
We met each other as 10-year-olds. We actually grew up about 3 roads away from each other. I knew I wanted to marry Bea quite quickly. She's a beautiful lady and caring and loving and a fantastic mum as well. She's my friend, she's my best friend. And to be fair, she's lucky she's got me as well, you know.
It's your fault. You got me when I was vulnerable. I had gin in my body.
It's good enough. First time round with Sienna, I think it was the unexpected. I think now knowing the pain and everything else that goes along with it, I think she's a bit apprehensive, but I think she's gonna be fantastic.
Bea's baby is 2 days overdue, and despite having had contractions over those 2 days, her labour isn't progressing. But she's in good hands with midwife Nagma.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
I've been a midwife for 38 years now. I think I've probably delivered probably coming up to about 1,000, so yes. Let's put it this way, I'm here till 8 o'clock in the morning.
We'll be done.
And I'm going to have this baby.
Good. Because if you ain't,
yeah,
you're staying.
I'm staying, exactly.
Lovely.
Okay, darling.
An hour after her arrival, Nagma is taking Bea to the labour ward to try to move her labour forward.
Welcome to our labour ward.
How's your contractions, Bea?
Yeah, they're still the same sort of pain.
Okay, if you could just lift and come towards me a little bit. Perfect, lovely. I am going to break your waters for you. Is that okay, darling?
Yeah.
We sometimes need to artificially break the waters, or we call it ARM, which stands for artificial rupture of membranes, if their own waters haven't gone. I don't know how many ARMs I've done. I'm going to say it's a lot.
Using an amniotic hook, Nagma breaks Bea's waters.
Perfect. Loads of hair on your baby's head.
Oh.
Get your breathing going.
With her waters broken, Bea's contractions could intensify at any moment.
Oh, God. Stop breathing with me.
Bea's waters have been artificially broken, and she's been in labour for over an hour, with husband Turk and mum Cherelle at her side.
Oh, that was bad.
I know you are, but you're doing so well. All right, okay, keep the gas. Get the gas.
Okay, darling. If you could just lean back for me, please. Bea, you are 9 centimeters dilated, darling. What do you think?
Midwife Nagma is on duty.
Bea, 1 more centimetre to go. You're nearly there. 9 centimetres.
Is literally a tiny, weeny bit of a moon-shaped rim of cervix left. So we are just literally now waiting for that 1 centimetre to go out of the way. And bish, bash, bosh, we'll have the baby. Can we bring both of these legs up, darling, at the same time? Because I feel you are fully dilated. Right, give me a push. If the pain is there, give me a push. Well done. I can see your baby's head, loads and loads of hair. T, come and have a look. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
But you're there, you're there.
Blow it.
There's so much hair, you are doing so well.
Give me a push again.
Here we go.
Beautiful.
Here she comes. Oh. Her head's out.
Well done. Do you want to feel the head? Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Give me a nice big push. Let us get her out, darling.
Come on.
Right down there.
Everything you got.
Beautiful, you
Here she
clever
comes.
girl.
Here she comes.
Lovely. Lovely.
She's out.
There
She's
we
out.
go, my love.
She's out. She's right.
She is lovely.
2 hours after her waters were broken, Bee and husband Turk welcome a new addition to their family.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, baby.
You've done it. Oh, baby. It's definitely going. Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
It's a healthy baby girl, but the hard work is not over yet. Bee still needs to deliver the placenta.
B, could you push for me, darling, a little tad? Perfect. One more push, my lovely. That's it. Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
But whilst pushing the placenta out, Bee has started to bleed.
I've just pulled the buzzer. Staff are going to come. Please don't get panicky. You
right?
just seem to be bleeding a little bit heavier than normal.
Within seconds, Bee's situation has become critical and the emergency team arrive.
PPH.
Yeah, you're right.
14. Can I have a scribe, please? 0014. We need Venflon. We need 40 units. Please, 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 please. Now listen to me, please. You are bleeding. I'm just going to put a catheter into your bladder to empty your bladder for you.
Yeah, you okay?
Could you push down for me, please, my darling? I need to get this placenta out. Third stage of labor is very important because if there is a small piece of membranes is left inside, you can bleed and bleed and bleed, and it could be detrimental to the woman's life.
Moments later, Bee manages to push out the placenta and the hemorrhaging stops.
Okay, darling. All right, all right. Can you see, is the membranes filled with blood?
It's a lot of blood, isn't it? Are you okay? Take your time. Why is she shaking?
It's just all the hormones
Are you okay,
and the
Bob?
shock of labor. Okay, darling.
Bee lost 600 millilitres of blood, but both mum and baby are fine.
I mean, you're getting the same. I'm not joking. I can't do this ever again.
Listen, when anyone pulls an emergency button, you don't know what is going on. So my heart sank, but I knew we was in safe hands.
Nine hours after baby Raina's birth, Emma pays Bee and Turk a visit.
Hello, how are you?
good,
I'm
thank you.
Emma.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you. Bee.
Yes.
You look fabulous.
You know, I just feel achy, bruised, but no, I feel great.
So did you go into birthing unit?
So they had an emergency situation where pulled the buzzer, everyone rushing.
Oh, God.
It was more to do with, couldn't get the placenta out, so it caused extra bleeding. Same to do with the membrane being caught, etc. But
You're like, really?
Honestly, I didn't know what was going on.
That's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did she weigh?
7'8".
That's so nice.
It's so nice because
It makes such a difference. This bit does, when that kind of immediately after. when you're together with your partner and that kind of whole little bubble that you're in is amazing.
It's that journey, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Listen, I'm going to leave you be, but I'll pop back later and see you before you leave. Thank you.
After practicing taking blood all week,
I'm hoping that I'm not going to be as nervous as I was last time.
Emma is about to have her skills put to the test.
Hey, babe. Are you okay?
Yeah, okay.
Are you happy for me to do your bloods? Yes.
And this time, it's on B.
Oh, she doesn't want it to happen. Oh, Mandy, not again. Do you want to check?
Do you mind if I just have a look at this hand as well? Is that okay? Right, okay. I'll have a little look and see.
Oh, that's a good one. It's like Christmas. Just going to clean the area. Pop your arm there. That's the right way. About there, Mandy.
Perfect.
Sharp scratch.
Fantastic. Look at that.
What did I do?
Pull a little tap.
Sorry.
And then piece
Hold
of
on.
cord.
My hand is slipping.
And then just pull backwards. And you press on that.
That's really good.
It's a successful result for Emma, and she passes with flying colours.
So we'll get this sent off.
Yeah.
Thank you, B. Bloods this time round was a roaring success. Yay me! Honestly, I felt like a hero. I'm a qualified human vampire. Thank you for your wife's blood.
You got blue everywhere else.
She's got a lot of mine anyway. Come on then.
I'm going to drop. We're going to just take it up. That's such a nice family.
That's it. Big push into your bottom.
She has quick babies, right?
Last time she pushed her baby out with the first urge.
They've had so many incredibly sad losses.
I just can't even imagine how you recover from something like that.
Is baby safe?
Baby will be fine as long as we're quick.